Hello, hello, hello to all of my cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Happy October 31st. And for those of you who celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween to you. All right, what else? What do we know about our wonderful cancers besides the fact that you all are sweethearts? We're talking about high vibrating cancers. We're talking about the real sweethearts of the Zodiac sign. Because you all are. We have a lot of planets that are retrograde right now, so I really want you all to protect yourselves. I've been saying this for quite some time, Cancer, but I really need you all to really tap into that divine masculine energy. By default, you all are divine feminine duality, right? So what that means is that you all are nurturers. Your energy is directed inward, right? And so you are a nurturer and you're a receiver. You're very magnetic. People really, really like to be around cancers. Trying to think, if you all know some famous cancers, including yourselves, please drop a line below, just to let me know who they are. But your energy is self-contained, and so you show your strength to your inner reserve. So you don't always say how you're feeling. Like there are some, like divine masculine signs sometimes will say what they're feeling. You all are kind of sort of reserved in that way. Your ruling planet is the moon. Speaking of the moon, we know that there's a blue moon tonight, right? Again, October 31st, we know the blue moon is tonight. And so for the blue moon, the blue moon is really associated with growth, with knowledge, with wisdom. So it's a perfect time to connect with your intuition, your spirit guides, your ancestors, and to receive those psychic messages, right? Which is not uncommon for the Cancer at all, because again, your ruling planet is the moon. And so the moon is really Earth's one satellite, and so it waxes and it wanes, and it exerts a powerful magnetic influence. And so in astrology, the moon governs emotions and intuitive behavior. So when we say your sun, moon, rising Venus, your moon sign, again, it governs your emotions and your intuitive behavior. So like I said, Cancers are emotional people, and I mean emotional in a good way, just emotional in a good way. Again, you at your highest, you are empathetic, you like to give your best, you don't hold back your emotions, you're very charming. You all are the sweethearts of the Zodiac. You all are highly imaginative, you're loyal, you're persuasive, you're emotional in a good way, and you're very sympathetic people. So let's get into your reading, okay, Cancers? Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my Cancers on today as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of emotions and creativity, also in areas of power and intellect, also in areas of money and wealth, and also in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action. What information do we have for my wonderful Cancers? What information do we have for my wonderful Cancers? If you're interested in a personal reading, please contact me at 202-460-3205. This card really wants to jump out. We're going to leave this right here. This is the Queen of Swords. I'm going to leave that right here, because this card really wants to just show itself. And so for my fellow tarot card readers, you all know what the Queen of Swords means. So I know that you all have been going through it, because we have these other planets that are retrograde right now. And you all have, and especially like if you have, and we know that we're not just made of one sign, right? Not just a Cancer. Your moon could be something, your sun, your rising Venus, and then the other planets. But anyway, so we have the Emperor card. So I'm going to put this right here for just a second, which is attached to the Aries, by the way. And we know the Aries being a fire sign. We have the Seven of Cups, right? So this is attached to temptation. So you have this person is kind of sort of, and the Cups energy is attached to the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, by the way. But this card means temptations. And see this snake kind of slithering away? So for some of you all, you may have been in a relationship with an Aries. You may have been in a relationship with an Aries that was divine masculine, by the way. Doesn't mean, again, that person could have identified as a man or woman. But because their sun sign is an Aries, they are divine masculine energy. And so they may have seemed a little harsh to you. And so it's kind of hard for you, even though you had these great feelings for them, because like I said, you all like to give your best. You may not be as trusting anymore, right? You may not be as trusting anymore. And so remember I pulled out this Queen of Swords. This is how you come out. You're more direct now. You have tapped into that divine masculine energy. You're very straightforward. You're direct. You're very meticulous. You're very aware. You are just like, you don't leave anything you make sure you are very direct with that person. This is the action that you tapped into, right? So before you were just a nurturer, and a nurturer is great because both sides are needed. But this is you now tapping into your divine masculine energy, right? Look at you feeling good. You feel empowered now. Look at this happens to be with your money. You feel really, really empowered. You feel good about life right now. You know that you're a very compassionate person. Dealing with people who have betrayed your trust in the past has really caused you to, go back into more meditation and more prayer. A lot of you all are listening to very high vibrational music, and that's changing things for you. But this is how you're gaining the advantage. Yeah. A lot of people have been in relationships with people that, cause them to kind of not trust as much anymore, and that's okay. But you can trust you, Cancer. I just want you all to know that. I want you to know that you can trust you. And with all these planets retrograde, and when I say all these, I don't mean every single planet is retrograde, obviously. I don't mean every single planet is retrograde. Mercury is retrograde right now. Mercury is the planet. It's a messenger planet. It really governs how we communicate, how we express ourselves in words and in writing, through reason, also through analysis. Mars is retrograde right now. That's the planet that governs your libido, your will, your sexual desires, your romantic attraction, your creative drive, and your energy. Neptune is retrograde right now, and that governs your imagination, your capacity for compassion and unconditional love, your psychic gifts, your sensitivities. That's also Pisces. Cancer is also a water sign like you all are. And also Uranus is retrograde right now. That's Aquarius's ruling planet. That's the planet that makes you unique, and how you adapt to sudden change, how you adapt through breakthroughs, how you, explore, those progressive ideas. So it's a lot going on in the universe right now that I want you all to understand that if let's say you have all of these planets in your natal chart, there's a whole lot of things that's going on with a lot of people right now. And so it's best to know what these planets govern inside of you so that you can get in front of all these things and not experience these barrage of emotions. Right, Cancer? So I just want you all, again, to make sure you continue to protect your energy at all costs. And a lot of it is just like this. Through prayer and meditation. This is the Seven of Wands, where your power is, right? Let's see. Your self-identity and your power. You got to protect yourself. Really, really, really got to protect yourself. Yes. Yeah. Let's see. What else do we have here? Yeah. A lot of you all have freedom from fear. This is the World card attached to Saturn, right? A lot of freedom from fear. You all feel very accomplished in your life right now. Just things are feeling really, really good. The Magician card, you all know how to tap into your divine masculine energy. You're tapping into that toolbox of things that you didn't even realize you needed until you reach for it. You're like, you know what? I do have other things available to me. I do have this other duality, this other side of me that's available that I can really, really tap into. A lot of your stars are shining very, very brightly. This is attached to the Aquarius. Remember I said Aquarius is ruling planet. Uranus is retrograde right now. So a lot of you all are just feeling, you all are, you're just coming into your own independence right now, just feeling really, really good about life, which is great. You don't feel stifled. You don't feel like, you feel like you have healed. You feel like, truth has been revealed within you. You feel like, for some of you, it could just mean ideal love of self. It could also mean, you're starting to realize your dreams right now. This is you also knowing that you're going to be successful or that you are successful. You have spoken that thing into existence. You're freely giving of yourself in love. You have like this new trust in relationship, first and foremost with yourself. So the Star card means a lot. It's extremely, extremely powerful. It means a lot, right? So a lot of things are happening with you right now. And like I said, you may have been hurt in the past because you have such a huge heart, but there's no fear. This may have happened to you in the past, but now you don't have any fear. And so you're really, really trusting yourself. Like when it comes to love, when it comes to loving yourself first, you're becoming more direct. You're just kind of speaking your mind, saying how you feel, and I'm sure it feels good for you right now because look, we got these. I'll make sure we don't have any cards that's kind of stuck together. Okay, look, this is the Knight of Wands. Look how you're feeling. You're feeling vibrant and free, just feeling really, really good about, feeling really, really good about life right now. Just feeling really good and on top of the world. And so for some of you all, when I talk about like the Emperor card here, you could have been in a relationship with an Aries, but here's the thing about this, how all of this works. So so you know. So let's say, for instance, you weren't that vocal, vocal about how you felt in the past. So let's say you were in a relationship with someone who had Aries in their chart, and they seemed to just kind of sort of just be straight shooters, just came out and say everything, and it seemed like it was harsh. You, as a nurturer, have now learned how to be more direct by coming in contact with this person, allowing them in your energy space. But this time, instead of you being harsh like this Aries could have been to you, you are being very direct, but you're doing it in love because you are a compassionate person, right? Does that make sense to you? You're being more and more direct. You're being more open, right? And so, like I said, when we have the Wands cards here, we have this energy. Well, we have these two. We have the Three of Wands and we have this Wands cards, and we also have the Page of Swords. So this Page of Swords here, right here, shows me that you have a lot of mental dexterity, that you have mental dexterity, that you're able to see how this person is walking a tightrope, reading a book, and have all these ideas over here. These light bulbs represent ideas, and the birds represent freedom, right? So you have all these ideas, all these things that you want to do, and you are doing it. You are actually investing in yourself, and you're being more direct. So it definitely is showing a lot of growth. Remember I was talking about the blue moon, wisdom and growth and knowledge. Yes, that is you. And then, of course, like I said, we have, that's a lot of information, right? We also have, what do we have? We have the Three of Wands. This is about you anticipating some progress, right? Let me see if I can get in real close. See how this person's, okay, I want this camera to focus. Try to get in close. Is it going to focus? See how this person is kind of up on one foot? This foot right here, kind of up on this one foot. That's anticipation right there. Like this person has anticipation, some kind of expansion in their lives. And that's exactly the way to be. You've been putting all this wonderful energy out in the universe, and that's exactly what's coming back to you. And then this Knight of Wands, this lets me know that you're a very ambitious person. You're a risk taker. You have a gift of gab. You are self-assured. You know how you make promises, but you fulfill those promises. And maybe when I say that you may have been in a relationship with an Aries, you could have been in a relationship with the person who was the opposite of who you are, right? You become more vocal, but let's say you were in a relationship with an Aries or a fire sign who was ambitious, a risk taker, or action oriented, but they had the gift of gab, but they were always bragging. You see where I'm going? They were self-assured, but they were vain. They were enthusiastic, but they made empty promises, right? So them being in your life showed you who not to be, right? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Them being in your life, that fire sign, you took all the negative and turned it around to positive, but you became more direct by allowing them in your energy space. Yes. Yes, I'm loving this spread for you, Cancer, because like I said, for you, it's like up, up, up from here. Freedom of fear, freedom from fear. You just feel fulfilled in your life right now. And one card just wanted to just kind of pop out the deck. Yep, this card just wanted to pop out. I was trying to straighten the cards up, but it just flipped over. Judgment card. Yep, you all have ascended. You all have ascended. I'm going to play right here with this Magician card. You all have ascended. You went into introspection mode and you decided, I'm going to ascend. You know what? I know where I could be better in some areas, and I'm going to be better. But I'm going to be better without that person who was harsh and cruel to me, so that I can really start trusting myself. If I want something, I'm just going to start saying it. I'm going to start speaking it into existence. I'm not going to be afraid of anything anymore. Fear gone. Okay, cards want to just pop out. Here we go. Time, right? Time reveals everything, but this 1 + 4 equals 5. In numerology, that's the root number of 14 is 5 in numerology. Time really is the doorway for you. It's a very 5 meaning pivotal moment in your life. It's a very pivotal point in your life. Some things are happening for you, and you are just growing, ascending, getting better, knowing how to just be more vocal and speak up for yourself, and just being without being harsh, right? Because certainly being in the energy space of a person who is, direct and cruel. See, you can be direct without being cruel. It would have caused you to become moody, negative in your thinking, even almost clingy, a little unpredictable, and suspicious of everything. But see, once you ascend, that type of person falls out of your frequency, right? Falls out of range, and they don't have any access to you anymore, right? I just wanted you all to know that, because it's already difficult enough, Cancer, to be in a relationship with a person who is just a little difficult, right? It's already, kind of hard to be in a relationship with a person who is difficult, because this person could have seemed like very temperamental, to you. Like I said, if it was an Aries, I speak very, very highly of Aries, right? And I get a lot of comments from Aries, but if you're dealing with a low vibrational Aries, with a Cancer, it's not going to work out. Maybe you all are fascinated with each other when you first meet each other, but then after a while, that fascination turns to frustration, right? It turns to frustration because the Aries is so independent, and sometimes they say things, and then, like I said, and it comes across sometimes as being mean-spirited to the Cancer, and so eventually things just don't work out. Or somebody's going to have to majorly compromise, and somebody's going to be very, very unhappy. But nevertheless, again, you have allowed people to come into your energy space, and you have taken the high vibrational characteristics from them. You've learned from that, and you've incorporated it into your life, and thus balancing things out. And so you're a lot more vocal, and so you're giving yourself some time. You've allowed that relationship to fade to black, which is a pivotal point in your life, and you said, you know what? You know how people, Cancer, you know how people say things to you out of anger, but then when you step back and you think about it, you're like, okay. I'm not going to take offense to everything that person said. They could have said it to me a lot nicer, but okay, maybe I can take some of the things that they said, but because their intention was so cruel behind it, you no longer want them in your life, but you did hear what they were telling you. Okay? That's what I have for you. It's a very pivotal time, and time being the doorway for you. That relationship faded to black. Now you've ascended, and things are looking so much better for you. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Have a great day. Bye.